I'm almost done with this box right here, and I kind of wanted to bring y'all in on something that I had on my mind. This box right here is tuned very, very low. Very low. It has an internal gross of, I want to say 2.6 or 2.55. I can't remember. But after displacement of the sub that's going in here, which is 2.3, you're going to be left with like 2.2 or 2.25, something like that after displacement. But the guy that wanted this box built, he kept talking about he want to hit the lows. He want to hit the lows. So I tried to talk him out of 20 hertz tuning, but he wasn't hearing it. He said I want to tune to 20 hertz. So with the space he had available, I was able to squeeze 21 hertz out of it. That's why this L port is so long on here. That's a 21 hertz tuning for this box. And he got himself a B2 Audio Rage XL12. That's why he got them logos on there, cause he gonna be banging some low end music in this one. And I tried to warn him, man, you gonna end up tearing your trunk up. That thing gonna be flexing your trunk like crazy, man. I forget what the port area is on this thing. I think it's 2x16, which give it 32 square inches. I think the minimum for, or the recommended, I think the recommended for the Rage XL12 is 31, I want to say 30 or 31, somewhere up in there. So he got recommended port for the subwoofer. It's a tall port. It looks thin, but it's tall. And the box is a little bit bigger than what it looks on. It's a little bit bigger than what it looks on camera. Just kind of want to bring y'all in on the process and give y'all some advice. When you're putting an enclosure in your vehicle that's tuned this low, you really got to know how to set your crossover either in your DSP. So, most aftermarket head units have them now, and also right there on the amplifier. If your amplifier has a low pass filter on it and you got this thing tuned to 20 hertz, you need to be making sure that you set the filter correctly on it, because outside of 20 hertz, now most speakers outside of that port tuning, you start losing a lot of control. Now this one right here is going to play pretty flat. I may put the graph on the screen. It plays pretty flat, so it has a really good transfer function magnitude graph. But the still, you still got to understand, when its tune as low as 20 hertz, once it get into like the 40s and 50s, that cone is going to be losing control, and you can bottom out very, very easily. So I just kind of wanted to bring you guys in on it. Yeah, you can tune it low, but you have to set your crossover points, because if you don't set them correctly, you'll damage your sub. You'll tear your sub up. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want him to do that. I'm talking to him about all that stuff. He say he know what he's doing, and I believe him. He has a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. So I think he knows what he's getting himself into. But just for you guys out there, when you come to me and you're asking me to tune the box low, I'm just gonna throw that out there at you. I kind of wanted to bring it in now as well. So just know, I try to talk him out of 20 hertz. I try to tell him 25 hertz to sound even better, in my opinion, but it's not my box. And it's not my listening preference. He wanted 20 hertz, so he's gonna be digging into the teens with this box right here. He's gonna be digging into the teens. So basically a movie theater application what he have here, but it'll do screwed music, decaf music. It'll do those type of music very, very well. Just kind of want to put a public service announcement out there. Whatever you want your box tuned to, I'll do it for you. But on your end, you got to do what you got to do too. So set your crossovers correctly, and appropriately for the box that you have, so that you won't tear your gear up. Yeah, so right now I'm just letting this glue dry. And of course he's going to be getting a free budget-based speaker terminal. This is a single subwoofer enclosure, so he get the single round terminal. I almost gave him the square because everything up in here looks so, as far as geometrically, you got a lot of angles in here, a lot of squares and rectangles in there. But I said, no, I'm gonna go ahead and give him this, because externally you're not gonna be able to see all the bracing anyway. But if it was a glass top on here, I definitely would have gave him a square one, because then everything would have kind of You know what I'm saying? It would have been a little bit more pleasing to the eye, in my opinion. But he's gonna get this stainless steel hardware, and it's already been cut out. So all he gotta do is pop that baby right on in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hardware installed on there. Waiting on this port bracing to go ahead and dry up. I got everything, because this here's still drying, and this will ship tomorrow. I got my 1-inch styrofoam over there. When I ship my packages out, they get a 1-inch layer of styrofoam all the way around, plus cardboard. So that's how it'll be shipped to you. But anyways, just kind of want to bring you guys in on this, wrapping him up, finishing him up, about to put the top on it. And yeah, he'll be bumping at 21 hertz, at 21 hertz very, very soon. I try to tell him, y'all, he gonna tear his trunk up. And for everybody who's wondering, yes, there is a 45 in the corner. I know somebody's gonna ask me that. And this little bit right here is getting flush trimmed off. All of this, it's a whole lip. I was gonna do something else here, but I said, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it off. And because he doesn't have the space for that, I was gonna future-proof him for carpeting all the way around, just give him that little flange to kind of tuck his carpet in. But I thought about it, he's at his maximum for width. So I got to cut this off. But anyway, yeah, just want to let y'all know he got his 45 in the port. All boxes shipped from me will be covered in 1-inch styrofoam before it goes inside of a shipping box, double box. So hopefully this will be enough to protect your investment during travels. Before it gets to you, any damage that occurs to it has to go through this first. All right, just kind of wanted to bring y'all in on that. This is what your box is going to be wrapped in before it leaves me heading to you.